let's talk about nutrient lockout, why it happens, what it looks like, and how to stop it before it wrecks your grow. First, check this out. It's time to light it up. AC Infinity's Evo series. Every light in the series has a removable driver so you can keep the heat out of your grow space. And they are up on the Tech 3.14 U-moles per joule if you want to geek out. My favorite feature is the built-in timer on this. It has 10 brightness levels. You can do sunrise, sunset. It's right on the fixture. Super easy to use. No separate tab timers or any of that jazz. Check out AC Infinity's LEDs over at acinfinity.com. Coupon code DUDEGROWS will hook you up with these top-notch LEDs. They got a size for every grow tent. acinfinity.com. Coupon code DUDEGROWS will hook you up. Back to the show. All right, let's do this. Scotty, I don't like getting locked out, so how can we not let this happen?
Yeah, it does. Everybody's, I think, experienced it, right? You're feeding everything, you're pouring tons of bottles on there, and the plants just ain't loving it. They look worse and worse, right?
Yeah, I definitely dealt with it when I was a hydroponic grower using salt-based nutrients, trying to give too much love. My plant doesn't look right, feed it more, and got to build up. So, yeah, it has happened to me, definitely.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess we can get into what causes it, but a lot of times you're just exactly what you said, giving it too much love, right? And a lot of times too many things that you might not know what they do.
Yeah, that's hugely important. And it's first off, and it's not just for newer growers. Like when you see, nutrient lockout, first off, usually your plant is going to start to show some type of deficiencies or excess, like a tip burn, a nutrient burn, or a deficiency because you're like, man, I'm giving it everything. Why doesn't it want this? Maybe you're giving it too much of one thing and it's making that other thing not available. So let's talk about what causes it. pH is one that can definitely cause it, right?
Yep. Plants can only absorb nutrients, or the roots can only absorb nutrient at specific pH ranges. So if your pH is way off, you're definitely going to have nutrient lockout, pH lockout, whatever you want to call it. And definitely soil microbes will help you there if you got them coating the root mass and they're able to regulate the pH at that root zone and where the nutrients are being absorbed or are meeting the roots and being absorbed by the roots. I think that's a big help.
We just mentioned, I know you like this is not a big word, but nutrient antagonism. And I want to say this can happen. I'll let you elaborate, Scotty. But, you really have to know what's wrong with your plant before you make a move to say, I need more CalMag. No, actually, I need more phosphorus. Wait, the leaf is showing me this. Because if you put the wrong thing in, you're going to antagonize those nutrients.
Grambo.
Yes.
You know what we're doing, right?
Are we going to Mulder's chart?
Just bring it up. Just all I want to say is that some things, and we talk about this, will antagonize each other. They'll push each other off of, don't forget, it's, what are they calling it? Exchange site, cation exchange, CEC. It's the amount of nutrient that a soil particle can hold. And there's only so many spaces on there. So some of these things, okay, calcium and magnesium have those double positive charges, right?
Yes.
What is that? Potassium? Potassium is just a single positive charge. So if you put a ton of CalMag on there, it will knock your potassium off those exchange sites. You end up having a potassium deficiency, even though you're pouring plenty of everything in, right? Right?
Rambo.
Yeah, man.
I thought you were asking Rambo.
What I mean is if there's a single charge, like magnets, if there's a double strength magnet, it's going to knock the single strength magnets off, off the surface, the metal surface.
I used to have fun with that when I was a kid, trying to push them together the wrong way. And okay, I get it. Yeah, definitely. And that can tie again, knowing what you're putting in and why you're putting it in so you don't antagonize these things. Another way that you can get lockout is overfeeding, too much love, building up in the root zone. The plant's not needing all of it. They'd have a hot root zone, and that's going to lead to lockout scenarios. The one other one, mixing nutrients in the wrong order. If you have, if you have a manufacturer, a nutrient manufacturer with a feed chart, follow that. If you're using silica, always add that first, never add that last. And when you add it first, let it sit in your watering can or container or res for a little bit and get all burst out before you do your other nutrients. Now let's talk about how to prevent it. Let's not get to nutrient lockout.
Right. It's pretty straightforward, I think. If you want to prevent pH lockout, you should correct your pH, keep your pH. And it's tough because if you're not doing hydroponics, who really knows what the pH is at the root zone, where the soil's meeting the roots, I should say, and the rhizosphere. But for the runoff, I think, what do you say, 5.8 to 6.8, something like that? What would you recommend?
I say something very simple. As I always say, know your starting water. If you're anywhere between 6.5 and 7.5, especially if you're using some microbes, you're totally fine. They're going to help buffer any weirdness. You don't have to geek out completely with the pH pen, depending on your growth style. But if you're inoculating, using microbes and all that jazz, they're going to help you have that dialed in. You like to keep growing simple. Me as well. pH pens take maintenance and whatnot. So, be using microbes. Know your starting point. You don't need a pH pen to know your starting point either, guys. Don't forget about little pool test kits, pH test strips, pH kits where you put the droppers in and shake the water up. Those are all very cheap and good to know what you're dealing with.
I prefer the $10 General Hydroponics little eyedropper that put a couple drops of solution in and shake it and compare the color to a card. I mean, that is cheap. I can do as many as I want. And those pH pens, man, you have to calibrate all that crap.
One last thing I'll touch on. If you know you have it, you think you have it because your plant has had if you know you've kept track, you're like, man, I think I've really been feeding this too much. This plant seems hot, leaf tip burn. Yeah, excess nutrient and the meat stuff. If your plant's ready to be watered, you can give it a flush as far as a plain pH balance, plain water. Flush it through. You want to get runoff out the bottom. You're completely watering this plant. And off the top of my head, the rule of runoff, I don't know if it's 10% of total container size.
No. Yes.
And then you do not water that plant again or try to flush it again until it's ready to be watered again. And at that point, maybe if you feel the plant's recovering, maybe do half strength or lower strength. Maybe don't hit it right away with full strength. If you do this to your plant when it is underfed, you're kind of screwed. You're going to be like in an overwater, underfed situation. So know what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. And by the way, it's really a parts per million pen, a total dissolved solid pen. Those are inexpensive.
Good idea.
Very accurate. So to be able to take the runoff, pour it into a mason jar, and then test the the parts per million of it. It's scary. What do they go up to 2,000? Mine would just go off the charts sometimes. Yeah, salt buildup will definitely cause nutrient lockout.
Right. Let us know. Have you guys experienced a nutrient lockout? Hopefully not. How'd you guys handle it? How'd you dodge it? Give us some comments below. Thank you for digging the show.
Yes, Grambo, have we told them what to do? Have we told them?
Not yet.
Oh, come on. If you dig this video, they should hit that like button. All right. Y'all should hit that subscribe button. Y'all should call another grower and talk to them about this and share it with them. And most importantly, y'all should check out the other couple videos YouTube's recommended because Grambo says you will dig them.